or not. Hello. Hi Becky, hi Hope. Yeah, that didn't work at all. That sucked. It was very frustrating. I was ready to toss this piece of dog crap phone across that haunted yard. I don't understand it. Right around there is very wealthy area. You can imagine that the cell service would be decent. And then in some spots it was perfectly fine. It still wouldn't let me do anything. Ridiculous. Potato phone. Yeah, I do. I have a potato phone. It's a piece of crap. It's old. The screen's broken. Yeah. It's an iPhone XR, whatever the hell it is. I need a new one. I need a new one. Oh yeah, it makes you nuts. I wanted to drop kick this stupid thing. Because you're there, you're right there, you got, got all these buildings to film, and nope, can't do that. Can't do that. We're not gonna allow you to. No soup for you. Yep, it sucked. So I apologize for that. So for a couple minutes anyway, let's just chat real quick about. So the video, the footage from this past weekend of myself, Alex Petikoff, Brian and Chewy up on the Canadian border in New Hampshire. All the footage I edited down, put some music to some of it, some transitions. I mean, I spent a lot of time on that video. I took hours and hours of footage and edited it down to of the weekend. It is uploading. It's been uploading since last night. It's at about 42%. So my guess is it's probably not going to be up until tomorrow. I was really hoping it would get up today, but I guess it's not terrible since I do have a show tonight with a guest, which I got to put that thumbnail up actually, because I forgot to do that like an idiot. But yeah, I'm excited for it. It's I guess essentially it's my very, very first real full edited video, from footage I took out there in the woods. I haven't done that yet, so I'm excited for it to be up. I want to see what people think. Obviously, it's my first time. It's not going to be perfect. I'm not Martin Scorsese, but I think it's decent. I think it's pretty decent for a first try. And I'll get used to it. What is this jackaloon doing? I don't understand it. Giant arrows that tell you, that lane's for turning, this lane's for going straight. Somehow we still get it confused. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what they have to say about it. It's ridiculous. So anyway, yeah. So hopefully the video will be up by tomorrow. I'm praying it'll be. My hope is that it'll be up overnight, like sometime in the middle of the night. It'll be done uploading and it'll post. I'm not going to give much away because I want you to watch. I will tell you that the weekend was there was some unexpected stuff that happened. Yeah. Are they, though? Are we a fascinating species? I don't know. I don't know that we're that fascinating. I think we're pretty predictable and boring. Like, you can predict that some idiot's going to do that. They're going to see the big painted arrows and they're going to get in the wrong lane anyway, right? You can predict that some idiot's going to do that. So, God damn it, I'm mad. I really not into it. It's kind of a stuffy place. So, like, as soon as I mentioned it, I saw his eyes get big and, like, you know, it was like he didn't want anyone of the 2 or 3 customers in there for lunch to hear about the haunting. Like, come on, man. Just chill. Just chill out, man. Just relax a little bit there, feller. So anyway, nothing worked out today. That blows. I should have just gone into the damn woods. That's what I should have done. But if you look, like, it's all gray. It could rain at any minute. I didn't feel like getting soaking wet again because that's all it's done. It has just rained and rained and rained and rained and rained day after day after day after day after day. It just hasn't stopped. So I just didn't feel like going out and getting soaking wet, caught in a torrential downpour. It just wasn't in the cards today. Otherwise, I would have been out in the woods. But plan tomorrow, tentatively, is to go up to the Lizzie Borden house. That's the tentative plan, contingent on a few things. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens, and then hopefully this weekend, again, if it works out right, hopefully this weekend, myself, Mike Lucci, possibly Brian and Chewy, maybe Evan, me and Mike are trying to go up to Savoy Mountain State Forest in northwestern Massachusetts. It is home to some of the craziest encounter stories I've ever heard. Alex told me a few this past weekend that were very, very, very interesting. Also quite a bit hair-raising. So I want to go there. It continues to have activity now, and so it'd be interesting to camp there, see what we get. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the group Squatchachusetts. Obviously, they're from Massachusetts. And the founder, David Wilk. David Wilk had an encounter there back when he was a kid. He was working as a park ranger. And one of the jobs was they were to go around, like, clean up certain areas, empty the garbage or whatever. And I guess what happened is one night he was doing his rounds and he heard this noise and he like looks over and then there's I think one of these things, maybe 2, lets out a loud roar right at him, and it does not look happy, and then he takes off. He leaves or whatever. What happened was, like, after a few days, his boss was like, why aren't you doing your rounds anymore? Why aren't you cleaning that area anymore? And he was like, I saw this weird thing. I saw this weird bear thing when I was doing my rounds, man. It scared me. And this boss was like, oh, you saw one of them. And he immediately was like, what do you mean one of them? Of course, the boss was like, you saw one of the hairy men. And he's like, what are you talking about? You didn't tell me about this thing. Why don't you warn me about it? And you know, that was it. He scared the crap out of him. But then years later, he created the group because he wanted to learn more. They've gone up there multiple times, had some pretty crazy stuff happen, and there's been many other accounts just like that. Some a bit more aggressive. Most of them are pretty brazen, though. That I've heard. They're really ballsy. Like they're not worried about you whatsoever up there. Is what it seems like. They're digging in the garbage, trying to find a quick, easy meal, and they don't care that you're there. If you stumble upon them, they're going to let you know, and you're going to hightail it out of there, probably, most likely, which is what happened to David. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. So video from the weekend uploading now. Hopefully be done by tonight, if not tomorrow. Show tonight 7 p.m. with Sean Wagner from the CARC, from the paranormal side of their group. Then hopefully we'll have the video from this weekend up tomorrow. Trying to go to the Lizzie Borden house tomorrow. Contingent on a couple things, and also trying to go to Savoy Mountain State Forest this weekend for another camping trip for a couple nights. So that's what's in the works. Anybody who lives in the Northeast New England area, if you're interested in getting together and doing some research, some investigating in the field, maybe going to some cool places around here like the Lizzie Borden house, please reach out. I'm always looking for someone to go do these things with, because there's not anybody around here, so I'm relegated to do most of the stuff by myself, which is fine, but it's just not nearly as fun. It's always nice to have somebody with you to do it. Anyway, let me get out of here. I'm going in. I'm bummed out that this didn't work. So, yeah. Tonight, 7 p.m., Sean Wagner from the paranormal side of the CARC. Be an interesting show. He's been doing this for a while. Pretty level-headed guy. And he's got some stuff to share. So, tune in. All right? I'll see you there. If I don't, well then, whatever. I'm just kidding. Love yous all. Have a wonderful day. Have a